Good morning. Welcome
Good
to another
morning.
episode of the Got Whips podcast. This is episode, no, 80. I almost said 79 again. This is episode 80. We literally just went over this. Um, it is Friday, July 29th. I am Heather coming to you from California, and Nikki's on location.
Hey, everybody. I am Nikki. I'm normally in Berlin, Wisconsin, but today I am in Hoffman Estates, Illinois.
Yeah,
So I'm at the Frivolous and Frugal mini meetup with the Three Ply ladies and a bunch of other podcasters and lots of people.
yeah, yeah. She's having tons of fun. Um,
Yep.
next year, I will be there. We will be podcasting together.
Right?
So I don't feel like the need that we need to go over like everything in depth. I will just say that you have 2 days,
Yes,
2 days to get
roughly.
your socks entered to the July sock it to me thread, and is
Well,
everything else you have until the end of September, but all of our rules and ways to enter are down below or on Ravelry, also on Instagram. If you need any help, send us a message or an email.
yes.
Um,
And we're only doing that to save time for me because I'm on location, like Heather said.
right, and we don't want to, one, run out of battery, or two, have some sort of Wi-Fi mishap come up. And I'm sure that we will fill our time with Jabber anyway. But I mean, I feel it when we talk about them every week. I kind of feel like a broken record. Everybody knows what they are. They're well established cows.
Yep.
Um, so
What are you wearing today?
what am I wearing?
Do you have any knitting wear on?
No,
Okay,
I'm
well,
wearing my friend's shirt. Evelyn
I
said, or wait, sorry about this shirt. Gabriel says that it's missing King Kong. Go ahead.
I
Not a
am
King Kong shirt, it's a friend shirt.
I'm sporting Carol's
Mm-hmm.
lovely tee that she did the cast on with me for my birthday, and she promptly finished, and I did not.
Yeah.
I got to the short rows and I put it on timeout for a while because with Zoom knitting, short rows, I just didn't have the brain space.
Yeah.
So her roommate gave me their key to go put this on and see how long it would take her to notice that I had it on. And it took her until she was sitting next to me or standing next to me, not
Mm-hmm.
sitting. She was sitting across from me. But so I'll stand up quick and show off her. But it's so cute. So
Yeah,
now I want
it's
and
cute.
then
Yeah, I
um
like it.
I have no idea what yarn she used or anything. I know she has a project page.
Mm-hmm.
When I get home, I will update the show notes because I'm not going to do show notes. I'm just going to make this go live right away,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
I'll
when you go
update them
back
later.
downstairs, ask her and text me, and I'll put them on the screen as we're talking about it.
Yeah. So
Um,
thank you, Miss Carol, for letting me borrow your shirt, even though you had no idea I was doing it.
yeah. It looks great, and I mean, she did an awesome job. I
She
love the
did.
color.
Did.
She did knit that pretty quickly. Um, would you? I know that you have a shirt on underneath it now,
Yeah.
just
That's why I'm
because of
taking
how
it
you
off.
threw it on. But with the neck,
I
would you
love the
be?
neck. I wouldn't change anything about that. The only thing
Mhm.
I would change, Carol is about 2 to 3 inches shorter than I am.
Mhm.
So it's got the high low with the short rows in the
Yeah,
back. The only
but
thing
when
I like, the back looks great on me. It goes down halfway across my back. The front, because of my chest,
mhm.
I feel like I need another inch.
So you would extend it a little longer.
Yeah, yeah. But
But
other
would
than
you feel the need to have a shirt underneath?
no,
No. Yeah, I didn't think so.
not at all. Not at all.
So
So
it's
I will give this
beautiful.
back to her instead of keeping it like I want to. I mean,
Hmm.
it was my birthday cast on,
Right. I feel like she should just give it to you.
right? Just
It's your
saying.
birthday present. Just kidding, Carol. It's beautiful. It fits you great. I love you. I don't want her to stab me.
So there's a thing
um,
going that when Carol gets upset when she's on Zoom knitting and people keep talking about how great their knitting is at that moment. Carol has threatened people that she would like to stab them with her knitting needles. That's why we always say we don't want her to stab us. She'd never really do it. It's just a joke.
Yeah, no, it's just a joke. And it mostly happens when she's getting frustrated with her knitting and can't concentrate. Anyways, so do you have any FOs?
No, but you do.
So I have an FO and a HO, but I'll talk about my FO first because it is a big accomplishment. I mean, it's just a hat, but like if you knew the miles and miles and miles of stockinette you have to do to make this hat,
when you know, you know.
You know, right? So I was here the last episode that we filmed. It was last Friday, and I just had to do the decreases. But honestly, because of being in the car and traveling to Las Vegas, and then I'll get to Las Vegas trip in the life update, but it was a bit much. So I actually didn't finish this hat until Monday. I think Monday, yeah. So anyway, so this is his hat. No, Tuesday, because I finished it the day that we were on Zoom and yeah. Anyways, so this is the Musselburgh by Yozolda Teak. I made the adult large size, but I did not do the fold over brim. We live in California. This is for my husband. He gets hot enough as it is. So this is Night Owl Fibers in the Life and Death Brigade colorway. That's pretty.
But I still want to take.
Yeah, it's a self-striping yarn, so I really feel like self-striping yarn is great in this pattern. And I believe the one that Dawn made,
Brigade Dye Works.
Yeah, that was self-striping too, right?
Yep.
And I love that hat. So FO done. He wanted it right away Tuesday night, but I told him no because it still has stitch marker in it. You can't have it until I podcast, which he knew I was podcasting this morning. So he's like, okay, so tonight I get my hat. No.
And then you told him only if Nikki podcasts with me.
Well, I said only if it works out with the Wi-Fi because Nikki's away, you know? He's like, oh yeah, I forgot. But I wanted to have everything that I'm making for him. So this, his socks, and the October hat by those people. No, it's not Pearl Soho. I don't know. It's the year of the hats. I'm sure you guys all know it and you're yelling at the screen.
You're all yelling at us right now.
Yeah. I'm making him the October hat. So I wanted to have those 3 items to wrap for his birthday. But he doesn't know that I'm making him the October hat, and he doesn't know that I'm almost done with his socks. So we'll see. If I can hide this away and he'll forget about it, then maybe. But
I'm feeling like he's not going to forget about that one.
No. He put it on and he's like, oh my God, it's perfect. It's the perfect fit. It feels so nice on.
If you can snag a picture of him in it, you should do that and put it in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He will gladly model for a picture.
I know.
Is it still my turn?
Yeah. Because you have a hoe.
So then I have a hoe. I finally put the heel of my sock in. And
now that feels so funny to me compared to what we do now.
I know. It was so weird to me to make this. And I know y'all were yelling at me when I said I was going to do this heel, that you're not going to like it. And some of you even told me that on Zoom that I'm not going to like it. And you're right. I don't like it. So I'm never doing this again. I have to do the second one because second sock, I have to do it. And it's already a tube. So there's nothing that I can do. I don't know where it is. It was just here.
I was like, you're looking around like you lost it.
Here it is. So it's a tube. Like I have to cut in the heel. But I don't like it. I like my shadowed wrap heel. It fits me well. And honestly, I don't know. Those socks might go to Headshot anyway. So we'll see. But one's done. I just have to do the other one. And where I'm putting the heel in was a black stripe. So that was fun. See, it was like right here. And I started with the red and then I went black. Yeah, that was fun. I'm not making these matchy-matchy. I have the ball here. And wherever it starts is where I'm going. So it's going to go white into gray, and that's fine. I don't care. I need this yarn for my scrappy blankets. And I dropped knitting needles on the floor.
Okay. That's it, right? Now we
That's
are
it.
on
Whips, works in progress. And I only have one, so you can talk for a while.
Sorry, I'm gonna choke now. Last week I think maybe I cast it on. So this is how much progress I've gotten. I got the heel and just starting the leg. So this is my July socks. Hopefully I can get these done. I'm knitting on 1.5 Haya and is Arkansas Yarn Co. Grinch 3.0 on her Super Sparkle. The first one is done. It is here with me. So there you go. I'm hoping to get these done today with all the knitting time I have with being here at Knit-In. But you know, we plan a lot of things but don't always follow through. Let's just put it that way. I also worked on my birds of a feather. Heather told me to keep talking for 1 minute. It's all tangled, sorry. So last time you guys saw it, I was down here.
Oh, wow.
I finished that whole section and I'm starting the last section before the border. So that is all I have left on this end from this stitch marker to here to like move over. So hopefully I'll get that done relatively fast. And then my
Is
last
it bothering you to work on it?
during the regular, like the normal fingering weight, no. But when I get the mohair,
yeah,
my hands start to burn. Itch. Because of summer, and I don't know why, but in winter I can wear mohair no problem. Work with it a little bit with issues, but not like horrible. But in summer, something irritates it with maybe my other allergies of summer. I don't know. But I
yeah,
would
I
like
think it has to do with your seasonal allergies, but also because like your hands are more
warm,
sweaty, or warm, you know.
And then my last project was the cast on for the mini made up. So this is living in my new bag, and I can show it now. I made a bag for myself that just says mini made up. So in here, I said I wasn't doing the campsite.
She did.
I said it a lot and a lot
and loudly.
And I kept saying no, even the night before. No, not doing that. No, I'm not doing that. Then I decided, oh, I have this yarn that I've had since I started knitting that my husband bought me. I have 10 skeins of it. All the same dye lot. So there is the beginning. I'm just to like the first chart. And the pattern is for DK weight on size 7s. I'm on worsted weight on size 10s.
Oh, wow.
Because one of the problems I have, if you've watched us at any length, you know that I'm a huge Stephen West fan. So the bigger the shawl, the more schlinkety it is, the more I want it. So when you give me skeins that are only 1 or 2, 3, and they're not at least 90 lengthwise.
Oh, when you give you shawls that are 1 or 2, 3, yeah.
I don't like them. I don't want to do them. They bore me. Not that they bore me, that I know I'm not going to wear them. So I'm like, well, do I have somebody in mind I can give that to, or things like that. So that's why I figured if I made this bigger on size 10s, hopefully it'll be as wide as I want it. There's a lot of people in my family and not of my friends who love purples. So I'm not lacking for people that I can gift that to for birthdays, Christmas. But until it's done, I don't know.
Yeah.
So because the makeup of this yarn, I didn't even say what yarn I'm using. I don't think they even carry this anymore, but it's Universals and it's the classic shades.
Oh, that's pretty.
And it's watermelon. Yeah, watermelon.
That's really
So I
pretty.
don't know if they even make this anymore. Like I said, it's got greens. There, that's a true color.
I like that barber pulling with the green and pink. It's pretty.
Yeah. And so it's 70% acrylic and 30% wool.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that it's really nice yarn.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of the old Red Heart Unforgettable,
Mm-hmm.
where it's not actually plied.
Yeah.
So it's super soft, knit on tens. That much I can tell you.
And how many skeins of that do you have?
10. I had
Wow.
Justin got me enough to make a sweater.
Oh wow.
But I don't it was a sweater in one of their books, and like now I don't care for it after knitting as long as I have. It was like a bottom up.
Mm.
And I'm not gonna put myself through bottom ups unless I know I really, really want the sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we all know, like I love sweaters. I wear them all the time. Like if I had the sweater that Carol made, I'd wear it all the time. Ask Heather,
Mm-hmm.
especially being short sleeve. But getting me to do a fingering weight or a sport weight sweater, like I want it, I really do, but it takes so long.
Yeah.
I have no problem making worsted weight ones, but I won't wear them because they're too heavy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the dilemma part.
But you wear your DK sweater. You have the soundtrack.
In fall and the Rift. I have them here with me to show other, downstairs, but I don't wear them all year round.
That's true.
But I did also try on, I should have brought that down too, her Radvent.
Oh, Carol's, yeah.
I tried on her Radvent and I had pulled mine out. I did the 6 inches of the ribbing, twisted ribbing, pulled it out. I was like, nope, I don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I tried hers on, I want it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Because the pattern tells you to go to the last page. You don't go according to your bust. You go according to your waist. And some people read it, some people didn't. Well, Carol's waist, I feel is like perfect for me because I don't want it to close at the bottom. I wanted it to go over a tank top dress. So it comes right under my chest like it's supposed to. And it looks really cute. It's not on my hips. You know what I mean? So now I'm debating, like, do I go to her project page and try to make one similar? But then we run into the problem. Carol is a super loose knitter, so she always has to go down needle sizes. There's just a lot of math involved.
Yeah, but I feel like even though she had to go down a needle size, you would be able to stay true to needle size and go, because you're not a loose knitter. You're not a tight knitter either. You mostly get gauge. So if you keep the true needle size and go with the size and the measurements that she did, and she's there, you can talk to her about it in person,
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I should have gone with the Radvent instead of switching to the Cardi Party. So I don't know. If you make yours, no guarantees, but I might jump on that bandwagon.
But I also want to do the Mema that you're doing. Like I've seen that in person and I think it's a gorgeous sweater.
You have? You've seen the Mema?
Yeah.
Where have you seen the Mema?
At a wool shop that I was at during a yarn crawl.
Oh.
Down in Arkansas.
Oh, right, yeah.
But there's also the new cardigan that came out yesterday with Stephen West. The Garter Marled cardigan. Which really appeals to me. It's top down. It's nothing but knit stitches, so I don't have to purl. I mean, okay, I have to purl when I do the ribbing. But other than that, there's no purling really.
Yeah.
And that really appeals to me. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Stay tuned to this channel to find out what we do.
Stay tuned to this crazy show.
Yeah. So my only whip that I've been working on, and not really because I've been finishing those things, is Hector's other sock. So this is the second sock. I think. Yes, it is the second sock. So I'm doing his toe. It's not so fancy. I'm in the middle of the
Is that
toe.
another cut in heel?
No, it's
Okay.
done. Remember, this is the one that I was like, okay, well,
Yeah,
the first sock I did the fish slips kiss, and I didn't want to do the fish slips kiss again, which, I mean, it's not that big a deal, but I've been doing the shadow wrap for so long, I felt like I was going to just get into the robotics of doing it, So I did the shadow wrap, and there's no difference. They look exactly the same, and it's black yarn, so it doesn't really matter. But I did want to mention really quick, because I saw Brenda's comment on our last video, but I didn't have a chance to respond to her. So I have no idea. She asked if these two socks were made from the same dye lot. Because I don't have the other one here, but if you remember,
but you ordered them together, so I would feel.
so that's what I was gonna say. I ordered them together, and I made the first sock a long time ago, so I don't have the ball band. So I can't confirm 100% yes they are from the same dye lot, but like Nikki said, I ordered them together, same time, same transaction. So I would assume that they would be the same dye lot, but I don't know. And it's not something that is completely unheard of getting fleechy and having.
I feel like it was a problem for a couple of years, like that.
Yeah. And this, like I said before, this was a really old, it's an older colorway. They don't
These
have this.
5 years. Because I bought that the first time. That was my first ever purchase from Knit Picks, and which is when I met you guys.
Yeah, so I would say at least 4 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not to bash Fleechy, because it's soft, nice yarn, but if you care about having matchy socks, yeah, it's just been an issue it was an issue then. I don't know if it's an issue now. I haven't bought any new Fleechy in a while.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully today I'll have these finished, and then I can move on to something else, because that will be 2 pairs of socks done, checked off.
I think I have 2 or 3 shawls done already.
It's fine. I'm catching up.
She is.
I'm catching up, and then I have some that are almost done.
Yep.
I'm not worried.
No, any acquisitions? That's what I was going to ask.
No.
Okay.
You do.
I do. I have some gifts. I have some acquisitions. So yesterday when we got into Illinois, we met everybody at Wool & Co., which is an amazing yarn shop. Like, I can't wait for Heather to be here and go there. It is a gorgeous shop, huge building.
Next year.
Huge thing. But Carol ran out to, meet me, give me a hug. Amy came out. Then we went in, and I walked around for a long time. And I was like, I'm just going to come back. I can't. Too much overload. But then we were sitting there and we are talking about the ranunculus, and I was like, I really want to make that. So I found DK, because Remix Light is a DK. So I bought 2 skeins because that's all I'm supposed to need.
Oh wow. For the ranunculus?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because this skein is 432 yards. So between the 2 of them, I have 864. So
wow.
So that is the goal for this. I love it. I've never used Remix Light.
Mhm.
It's 100% recycled fibers. I know a lot of people who have made shirts out of it. I know last year the Nuke, that is what Pam made hers out of.
Mhm.
So, and I know Jack used Remix in one of his sweaters also.
Okay.
So, very excited to start this, but I've promised myself no sweaters on my needles till I figure out the 5 that are on there and either get some of them off.
You don't
Or
have 5 sweaters on your needles, do
I
you?
do. I do. I have, let's see if I can even remember right now. I have the Tin Can Knits, the Prairie Fire.
Oh yeah.
I have the lovely tee.
Mhm.
I have the crochet summer tee.
Mhm. You have that one that you're making for the Arkansas thing. What's it called?
Yep. The chevron boxy
Mhm.
chevron.
And what's the 5th?
Maybe I don't have 5. Maybe I only have 4.
You only have 4.
But even still, to have 4 sweaters, the Prairie Fire's just a 2 sleeve separation. The summer tee is halfway up the front panel.
Mhm.
You know, and like the crochet one, that wouldn't take me much time if I just sit down and do it
Mhm.
and stop getting all these shiny things in front of me.
I think once you finish the Birds of a Feather, because I feel like that's kind of like your focus project right now.
Right.
Once you finish the Birds of a Feather, you could pick up the crochet piece, the crochet one.
Page real quick because I feel like there's a 5th one that I'm forgetting. 1 second, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
Uh,
I have 2 sweaters on my needles, in case you're wondering. I have the Mema and the Weekender. Yeah. And I have the yarn to start the Prairie Fire.
Okay, you have the yarn for it. That's what it is. I thought you had started it.
Mm-mm.
Well, what would you consider the nacho?
A poncho?
Not a sweater?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
would consider it a sweater?
I don't know. I had the so like I don't know. Okay. Then from the put and take table today,
Mm-hmm.
they had Felici in a colorway that I had wanted to get for my mom.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is your mom's colorway.
So I know that I'll make either fingerless mitts or socks out of this, or both, because if I do shorties, I can get
Mm-hmm.
hair out of this and I can get the fingerless mitts out of this. So I could also make probably a musselburg out of it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, Felici is normally a longer stripe, not like
Mhm.
huge, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
And I still have
I had to grab those.
this much.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's because you didn't do the brim.
No. But still, it's 36 grams.
Yeah. And then, so that's all the purchase, I guess. But Miss Kim
Miss Kim
gave me this lovely yarn and said these are to make socks for her BFF. If you don't know, her BFF is my husband, who right now is not exactly on the nice list.
He's on the nice list. He's just on the naughty list
At the time. So I love my husband dearly. I do. But sometimes he doesn't think. So, but these will be pairs of socks for Justin at some point.
some point. Well, now she gave it to you. Now she's gonna ask you every 5 minutes if you made the socks for Justin.
Kim, don't even think about texting me right now when you heard that. Don't do it.
Probably while you're even still at the mini meetup, she's gonna ask if you made socks for Justin.
I didn't bring needles with me. I didn't bring extra needles. I brought the needles that are on my projects.
Yeah.
And then she gave me, because I have lots and lots of scrubby projects I want to do. Like, there's tons. So she gave me 9 little balls and said that I would like to be a part of all your scrappy projects.
Oh, that's so cute.
So she loves me. She doesn't want to admit it, but she loves me. And I love her too. And then last she gave me this wonderful magnetic Cocoa Knits bracelet.
That's cool.
So
And
it reminds me of like,
yeah.
reminds me of our teenage years.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, cool. So what is the plans for the rest of the time?
my plans for today is to stay pretty much at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday was a lot of driving, getting up. Like I can't sleep the night before I leave to go anywhere. It doesn't matter if I'm going to my family 2 hours away.
I can't sleep either.
I don't sleep. And so I got up at 4 a.m. We are supposed to leave at 7. We didn't leave till 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
Got to Wool & Co at 11:30.
That's still really great time.
Yeah. We left Wool & Co. Me and Kat left Wool & Co about noon, 1 o'clock. No, about 12:30. 1 o'clock. Got to the hotel, checked in, got everything up to the rooms. Me and her. We unloaded the car, unloaded everybody's bags up here.
Mm-hmm.
I unpacked my stuff, got everything situated in my hotel room, went to the lobby. We're waiting on everybody to get back, figure out what we're gonna do. Still was texting Kim to see how she was doing on her drive.
Mm-hmm.
Amy and Carol got back to the hotel with Sarah. Sarah's little girl was here. Amelia's was a blast to hang out with. She was so good. That little girl got up at 5:30 in the morning. She was with us until 5:30 last night. Never did she complain. Never once did you even hear her.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw her in
loud
some of the
or
pictures,
upset, right? But she was just like this little angel. She was such a good girl. Got to meet Viv because Viv is at the little they have a trampoline indoor park next to Wool & Co, and she was there with her girlfriends and their parents, and so she ran over and said hi.
That's cute.
Got to see both of Sarah's kids. And then we all went to dinner across the highway. The little pub. They have their own microbrewery and they do burgers and tacos and all kinds of stuff. So we had 2 different tables there of like 15, 16 of us that were here last night.
Cool.
So got to sit and meet with Deb, who I had never met in person, and Stephanie.
Mm-hmm.
James and Kat, of course, I've met, and Dawn, because we all live pretty close.
Yeah.
Sarah, Amy, and Carol, like I said. What else was there? I'm missing people.
Was Kim there by then?
No. A lady named Kathy that watches our podcast, but I'd never met before. So hello to you. Miss Cheryl from Tuesday nights, who also watches.
Oh, Cheryl. She comes to our Saturdays sometimes.
Yep. And then her girlfriend came with that knits. Her friend who knits and stuff, and she's trying to get her mojo back. So hopefully she's finding it with all the stuff that people are wearing around here. Yeah, so that's pretty much who was that I knew their names. Like I met lots of people last night, but because none of us had name tags on, horrible with names. Miss Cindy from Magpie Cottage, which is a Wisconsin yarn shop, she was down with her sisters and stuff. Cindy's the only one I remember because she comes to our Zooms once in a while. So I've seen her more than once. So she was there. I got to meet Penny of PJ Knits, Irene and Joyce from 3 Ply.
Yeah.
Miss Penny showed up last night at 11 p.m. So she came in from Ohio after the granddaughter was born. So was nice to get to meet her finally in person.
Yeah.
And more people were coming in today. When I was texting with Heather to figure out what time we were in a podcast, ladies came up and said, "Hi, I watch your podcast. I have for a while." I'm like, "Hi, I'm Nikki, and you are."
Yeah, exactly.
Because, and I love that we get recognized, me and Heather, and
Mhm.
it's great. We love you all. But because a lot of times like even my YouTube name isn't my actual name.
Right. Yeah. Mine
And
is
I'm
either.
sure Heather's is the same way. So like
Mhm.
we comment, you might not know who we are on our personal accounts.
Right.
And a lot of times we don't comment as Got Whips.
Right.
And
And
if we
if
do try to put our, Nikki or Heather,
yeah.
we
A lot
try.
of times I'll just say this. A lot of times if a comment is coming from Got Whips, it's Nikki. And
Yeah.
if a comment is not like if a comment's coming from if I write a comment, it's usually under my personal
Yeah.
YouTube name. And I try to indicate that it's me, but sometimes I forget.
We're human.
Yeah. And it's like, I mean, we're doing this. We film the podcast, we put it out there on the internet. People recognize us, right? Like they can see us, they see us every week. And they're watching, but we can't see them. So it's like,
That's what we started the Zooms, because we wanted to see you guys.
Yeah, we wanted to have that back and forth interaction, not just the podcast. But we love people to come up to us and, say hi and let us know that they watch our podcast and all that. But just let us know who you are. Let us know who you are if you don't come to our Zooms and
or if I'm looking at you like a deer in the headlights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to research my catalogs of the different Zooms I go in to remember a face, because I don't want to be the person who doesn't remember names, but
right.
Unfortunately, that's where my life is right now.
So do you have any other life updates other than
No.
where you are now?
No.
So just really quickly, we went to Vegas last weekend. Sorry, I hear you. We went to Vegas last weekend. It was fun. It was hot. We got in Friday night. We unloaded the car. We had to wait forever to check in. What was it? I was texting Nikki while we were checking in. What was it, like almost an hour and a half?
I thought it was like 2.
It might have been closer to 2. Like Gabe and I ended up leaving Hector in the line because we were like, forget it. We're gonna go walk around. We tried walking around and finding, we wanted to find all this stuff that he was interested in. He thought that the slot machines were arcade games. I was like, no, you cannot play those.
You're not 18, you can't touch that.
And it was funny, like I'm sure in most casinos, I know in most casinos they have like a colored carpet or like a different designed carpet that are the walkways, and then where the machines are or the tables are, it's like different pattern carpet. So I told him, like, you can stay the carpet that looked like on the walkway looked like fireworks, and the carpet that was like the no-go area was like a reddish tone. And I was like, okay, you have to stay on the firework carpet, because if you go over there, then the security guard's gonna come and we don't want to talk to the security guard. And he's like, okay. So there was one point where like he had to like kind of walk around a group of people standing in the middle of the walkway. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm on the carpet. Like he was like freaking out because he like stepped 1 foot into the carpet. I was like, it's okay. So we walked.
Heart attack. You gave him a heart attack.
I know. We walked around. We found the food court. The food court had the McDonald's. And then Hector texted me and said that, okay, we were ready to go upstairs. And the elevator was very weird. We had to scan our room card to go to our floor. I didn't know that. So I'm like trying, like I'm pushing 9 because we were on floor 9. and nothing's happening. And then finally somebody comes in the elevator like, oh, you have to scan your room card. They'll only let you go to the floor that your room is on. I was like, oh, okay. So every time we went anywhere, that was fun, trying to fish out my room card to scan it for the elevator.
Yeah, I keep
Saturday.
mine in my back. Right now I have it sitting in front of me,
Uh-huh.
but I always put it in my back pocket,
Yeah.
no matter what, so that I have it.
Yeah. For some reason, I was like, I'm just going to put this in the pocket of my purse. That was bad. Saturday, Hector had to go to work. So he left at like 10 o'clock. And Gabe and I went to the pool at like 11. He was too hot. So we stayed down there for about an hour and then went back to the room. And then when Hector got off work, we went back to the pool. And then we went to the Strip and went to Treasure Island. We tried to see the pirate show. The universe said, no, you can't see the pirate show because the times were 7, 8:30, and 10. And we were supposed to eat at another hotel and it was 7 o'clock. So I was like, okay, well, we're not gonna make it for the first pirate show. So we get to the Treasure Island. We decided to eat at Treasure Island. And then we walked all the way through. It was like 8:15 when we made our reservation. And I was like, okay, well, let's, see if we can eat outside. So like when it starts, we can watch it. No, you couldn't do that. So it was like 8 o'clock when we made our reservation. So like 8:15, they called us back to go eat. So I was like, okay, now we missed the 8:30 show. That's crap. So then it was like 9:30 when we got done eating. And I was like, forget it. Let's just go because I'm not waiting around for the 10 o'clock show. So we didn't see the pirate show. It was ridiculous. The whole point of going out to Treasure Island was to see the pirate show.
Pirate show, yep.
And we didn't see it. So, we went back to the hotel Saturday night. And then Sunday, we got up. Hector went to work early. He picked us up at 12 when it was time for checkout. Then Gabe and I went over to the convention center. We worked until 3:30. We walked around for like 5 minutes and then we came home. And we got home around 8:30-ish. So it wasn't too bad. But we stopped. I mean, it wasn't just driving straight. We stopped and got lunch or like dinner, I guess you can say. And had a potty break because we had an 8-year-old with us that needed to go potty. But all in all, it was probably our best travel kid. Like, he didn't complain about the length of drive.
Oh, that's good.
Like, once we got into Nevada, he was like, okay, are we almost there? Because like he knew that we crossed over to the state line, so like once we got into Nevada, he was like, okay, are we almost there? Are we almost there? Are we almost there? But like the whole drive in California, like he was fine. And the whole drive home, he said one time we stopped in Barstow to get gas. And he was like, are we gonna get food here? And Hedge was like, we're gonna go a little bit further and then we're gonna get food. And he's like, okay. And then like he asked like right when we were getting off the freeway if we were gonna get food. Like that's it. The rest of the time he was like chill.
Did he have his tablet or your phone?
He had his tablet, but we downloaded some shows for him to watch.
Gotcha.
But still, like I was expecting him to be,
I'm bored.
Yeah.
I want to get the car.
Yeah.
Like how I was on the ride.
It was cool.
For some reason, this time with only the 3-hour trip, I was like, oh, it's taking forever.
Yeah, you guys got there fast.
Yeah, we did. So
yeah, I'm looking around for stuff.
Hopefully you guys don't hear the air. I'm sorry if you guys hear that kicking in and out.
I heard it for like a second, but it's gone now. I will say just really quick, my shop update, or my shop is, I guess it's not a shop update. The Beach Please set is leaving the shop this Sunday at 11:59.
And my shop update will be next week, Friday, Saturday. So that's when everything will go back in. The only thing in mind right now is our kit that me and Heather have for sweater weather.
Mhm.
There is 8 left. So go get yours when you
8? I
can.
think you said 6.
I don't know. Maybe it's 6. But once they're gone, they're gone. Area 51 is never to dye that skein again, she said. So this is the only time you'll ever be able to get that. And then it'll be the only time I use that fabric too. So in that style. So
And that will be the only time that I make the markers in those colorways.
and same thing with the other gifts that we put in there. We don't ever put that up anywhere else to get. So
No. Only
It is
available on the kits, so
inclusive.
get them while you
Yep.
can.
but otherwise, have a great week, everybody.
Yep.
Hopefully
We
I'll
will
get
see you.
done this week.
Hopefully what?
I'll get more knitting done this week.
No, don't worry about getting knitting done. Enjoy your time with friends. I wish I
Oh,
was
I know.
there. I missed you guys immensely. But
We miss you too, and we wish you were here with us.
I know. Next year. I'm putting it in ink. I'm not even penciling it in. Putting it in ink. Next year I'm going. So
Does
tell
Hector
Dawn.
know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Tell Dawn and Miss Penny one more year. One more year. They have to do it
They
one
really
more year.
enjoy it, so I'm sure they'll be here.
Yeah,
So hopefully.
hopefully. So yeah, we hope you guys have a great week. We will be back. We will be doing Zoom on Wednesday. And yeah, everything else will be the normal shenanigans.
Have a
Yep.
great one.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.